Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be a review of the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Velvet Rose palette. So we're gonna get started with this video, but before that, if you have not subscribed to my channel, definitely do consider subscribing, and if you are not following me on Instagram, definitely do follow me on Instagram as well. And with that being said, we're now gonna get started with this video. So this palette retails for $5 in the UK, and in Pakistan I got it for rupees 1500 from vegascosmetics.pk. So I think it's a good price. You get about 15 shades. So this palette has a total of 15 shades. You get 5 shimmer shades, and then the rest of the 10 shades are matte. And you can see that the color scheme is a really nice mauve, maroon, rust kind of like situation going on, and the shimmers that they've given in the palette actually would pair really nicely with any of the mattes in this palette. So that's a really good thing. The color scheme is very cohesive, and you can tell that there's a lot of thought put into the color scheme of this. So you can definitely create multiple eye looks with this, and the shimmers go so well with the mattes. So I can definitely see myself creating so many beautiful looks with this palette. So when it comes to the actual application of the matte eyeshadows, the matte eyeshadows in this palette are really nice and blendable. They do lose a little bit of their pigment. They're not really pigmented. Like when you get blending, especially the lighter shades, here, these shades, as you know, the longer you blend them, the longer they lose their pigments. But the darker mattes, they're really nice, and they do blend really nicely, very blendable. And the one thing that I love about the darker mattes is that, you know how on a screen you can see that there actually is a difference here. What's wrong? You know how these two shades in particular, this one and this one, they look kind of similar, and if it was a bad quality eyeshadow, both of these eyeshadows would look pretty much similar on the eyes, but they don't. With this palette, these shades actually do look different on the eyes, and the colors in here on this palette are very true to color. Like they actually do look very similar on your eyes as they do look in the palette. So that is one thing that I love about this palette. So another thing that I want to mention about this is that, you know how my eyes on camera, they look really weird. I was going for a grunge look, you guys, and you know, they don't really look that bad right now, like in real life, but on camera for some reason they look really bad. And the reason for that is this black eyeshadow. It's not a bad black eyeshadow, but it is just one of the most blendable black eyeshadows I've ever used. It's definitely pigmented, but it's also really blendable, which is not something that I'm used to. Most of the black eyeshadows, they're not really the blendable type. It's a really kind of like soft black, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's you know how some black eyeshadows, they're not that easy to blend. This is definitely not. Whoa, what happened? Okay. So this is definitely not like that. This is an easy to blend matte. However, when it gets on the eyes, I don't know what happened. I just don't know. Maybe I blended it too much. Maybe I'm just not used to this level of blendability in a black shade. But I don't know, something ruined this look, and it was after I put the black eyeshadow in. And I don't know, guys, I was going for a grunge look and I don't know what happened. Anyways, so when it comes to the shimmers in this eyeshadow palette, the shimmers, they're not that great, I'm not going to lie. They're pretty okayish, not the best shimmers out there. I mean, if you apply a concealer underneath or if you wet your brush, obviously they're gonna get more intense and foiled. But as you can see, they're pretty okayish. They're not the type of shimmers that you know, kind of like reflect like light, you know, those super foiled eyeshadows that almost look like cream eyeshadows. They're not like that, but yeah, I mean, you get what you pay for, right? They're good shimmers. They're not bad, but they're not the best shimmers out there. So yeah, now I'm going to include some swatches, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this palette. So this palette, I would say, is definitely worth the money for £5 or for PKR, you know, 1500. This is a really nice palette to have. The mattes are really nice. The shimmers, you can always foil them for more intensity, or use them with your fingers. So it's a really nice and good palette for the price. Obviously, it's not, the shimmers aren't the best, but you know, like I said, you get what you pay for. 15 beautiful shades. So yeah, I really do like this palette, and hopefully the next time that I use the black in this palette, this situation will not happen. But yeah, so I think this palette is definitely worth it. If you are thinking about giving this palette a try, definitely do, because it's a good palette, you know. I really did enjoy using this palette. So yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope that this video was helpful. If you have not already, definitely do subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.